All right, so this is Pete Zimic. I'm the founder of Novi AMS. I'm also a certified pro advisor on the line here with Cecily Milan from the Bay Area Apartment Association. She had a question that a lot of our clients have asked, and it basically was, how do I handle deposits? And what is this undeposited funds account that I keep hearing about? So I'm in a QuickBooks Sandbox account right now, and I wanted to kind of recreate a couple of deposits here, or I'll recreate a couple of different transactions. So first, we'll go to Amy's Bird Sanctuary here, and we're going to receive a payment. And let's say that Amy just paid this invoice right here, this $239. So notice when I go to receive the payment, QuickBooks will automatically deposit this to undeposited funds. Now, if you've ever changed this over to a banking account, or bank account rather, you're going to want to make sure that this is changed back to undeposited funds. And what this does is it's actually reflecting reality. It's reflecting what's really happening right now. You've got the check from Amy. It's sitting on your desk. You're saying that I am receiving this payment from Amy, this $239, and I'm crediting her account. But I have not actually put this in the bank yet. That hasn't happened. That's a separate part of the business process there. So we've got Amy, undeposited funds. I'm going to go ahead and save and close. I could have saved and new if I've got a whole stack of checks, etc. You go find another customer who's got an open balance here, and I'm going to receive a payment from Bill, just so we have two and we can compare it. So there's that invoice. Again, I'm pretending I've got the $85 that just came in from Bill, and I'm going to go ahead and save and close. So I've just received two different payments. If I want, I can kind of double check my work, look in the chart of accounts, come over here, undeposited funds. You see the balance of 324. You can view the register, and you'll see right here, you've got Bill and Amy. Those are those two different payments, and you see the balance of 324. So the next thing is I've got these checks on my desk. What I'm really trying to do is I want to deposit these checks into my bank account. So I'll go up to the little plus sign, and this is a separate thing. This is called the bank deposit. So click on bank deposit. If you've done it correctly with your payments and you set them to undeposited funds, you will see those payments right here. I can click here to select all. You see that 324. Here it's telling me where am I depositing it. Well, I want to put it in my checking account. If you've got multiple checking accounts, you go ahead and select whatever checking account you want. Make sure your date is correct. If you've got some additional checks that are sitting there, maybe it's a reimbursement check from a utility company or something like that, you want to go ahead and add it, you can right here. So this would be a place for kind of your non-traditional checks that come in from just outside places that aren't necessarily receive payments from customers. And
Oh,
yeah,
I have a question with that.
go
For
for it.
example, I just received a refund check from FAA, and last night went in to try to invoice that, which I quickly realized that I can't do that right now. But nonetheless, so this would be an instance where I don't want to create them as a new customer. I want to put them in right here and deposit that money, categorize it correctly, but not necessarily show them as a member.
Great question. So exactly, here is FAA as a vendor. I'm actually having to add them because it's not in the sample data. I want to show what account this came in from. So pretend this was a, again, some sort of utility account, just because it's there.
Yep.
And whatever that check was for. So you add it right there to
Perfect.
deposit. I'm going to save and
Thank
close.
you.
Sure, no, great question. Save and close. You'll notice we're back in that undeposited funds register. It's now at 0. So this is kind of a holding account. The goal is for this account to be at 0. If you have QuickBooks Payments enabled, this account, QuickBooks Payments will also use this account. So sometimes you'll see those credit card charges coming through this holding account. It might not always be 0, but again, the goal is for it to be 0. And we can come over and look at our bank register. for checking. Go to our register here. And now we see the deposit for $424. And what's so important about this is that that's what the bank statement will show you. When you get the bank statement, you're not going to see the 3 different checks for the varying amounts. You're going to see the final deposit amount sitting right here on the bank statement. And when you go to reconcile your bank statements at the end of the month, it's going to go way faster if you've done it this way, because it matches reality, as opposed to had I had, deposited 3 individual checks, which would not have matched the bank statement. So any questions or thoughts?
No, that's perfect. That explains it very clearly for me.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Cecily, for joining us today, and look forward to helping you guys in the future.
Thank you. Always a pleasure.
All right.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, thanks for